Today is International Women's Day with the theme Balance for Better. I am proud to be one of the UK's 65 women ambassadors. I became a diplomat in the second part of my career after working in the wider civil service. Being the British ambassador to Belgium is the best job I've ever had. Here are some reflections from other women ambassadors to Belgium.
I think my first impression 30 years ago was that it was still quite male dominated. So my first question was, why don't we have a target of 50-50% of women and men as ambassadors? And I remember they looked strange at me at that time. I think I almost talk every week to young students, female, that would like to apply to the Foreign Service in Norway. And I always encourage them to do it. I would say if you have, the wish to work for a better world, to work in the Norwegian Foreign Service is just a privilege and a great opportunity to pursue those aims.
My impressions of diplomacy today, when you look to the theme of women working in diplomacy, I see that the number has increased. The diverse teams, when you have more diversity in your team, then you have also more creative teams. So in all aspects and for all purposes, I believe that it is a very good development that there are many more women working in diplomacy now compared to the time when I started.
Sitting behind the nameplate of Ireland or standing beside the Irish flag and speaking on behalf of your country and representing your country, there's no greater honour or privilege than that. For me personally, I've found that the involvement of women in peace processes, in treaty negotiations, really makes for much more resilient and much more creative and innovative solutions. And we know statistically that diversity leads to better decision making. So we need to empower our women, we need more women at the table, we need to hear those women's voices and to have their influence.
I entered the diplomatic service of my country as an equal. I was selected as an equal, I competed as an equal, and I felt no different from any of my other colleagues. My advice to young women considering the diplomatic service of their respective countries is it's a wonderful career to be in, it's a wonderful opportunity to do something for your countries and to work together to make the world a better place.